first SeeSmiX post from the Philippines.
Today is a special day because we're celebrating our 10th episode anniversary. So welcome to SeeSmiX episode 10.
So I have my suit, my tie, and my leather jacket on.
Our dear loiclemeur is in Washington, D.C. with President Bush of the USA, as well as President Sarkozy of France.
What would you tell President Bush if you had a few minutes? What would you tell him, or what would you ask him? So that's the question I've been wondering about because it may happen to me this afternoon. What would you say?
Here I am with Vinvin. I'm just going to ask a quick question.
Yes.
I'm just wondering what you would ask President Bush if you met with him.
I don't really know. I really don't know.
What would I ask George W. Bush? You see, this is a tough one for me.
What I would ask him would be probably why he continues to act as if the war in Iraq is justified when it's obviously not progressing very well.
Something about sport or cinema. Does he know Robert De Niro or something like that?
How does it feel to be probably the number one hated person in the world? And what does it feel to be one of the only big country not to participate in such important things like the Kyoto Treaty or things like that?
Let me think about it. 2 minutes, please. George Bush.
Here's my other guest. This is Whit. Hello. Whit.
Hello.
Hello. So what would you ask President Bush?
That is a tough one.
I would ask a question about global warming. United States are such a huge country with so many planes and high plane traffic or so much cars. Why don't you do something about global warming?
I might ask him maybe about the NSA wiretap thing.
I want to know if he's seen the Simpsons episode where, is it Nixon? Homer meets with Nixon and asks him if he likes nachos and football, and if he does, if he can hang out with him at his house and watch football and eat nachos. Oh, and drink beer. So Bush, do you like football? Do you like beer? And do you like nachos?
His approval rating is lower than that of any president in American history, and that includes Richard Nixon. That's pretty amazing to me. And the world hates us. It's hard to travel around the world and be an American. Sometimes I find myself embarrassed by it. So I'm curious about how he sleeps at night.
What do you think, as President of the United States, is the most important for the world today, for the earth and for the people living on earth?
Hey, of course he likes football. He had a club. His own club.
Oh, he has his own club.
Yes.
Well,
He liked beer also, no?
oh, he likes beer?
Does Bush like nachos? Question of the day.
Yes.
Thanks, Whit.
No problem.
What does it feel to spend so many $billions in a so-called war on terror where there are guys in your streets, millions of guys in your streets just dying? What about sparing a bit of all those stupid gun machines and buying bread with it?
Hey Lloyd, I think I would ask him if you ever heard the term W2O, and maybe you can record a SeeSmiX video.
So what would I ask George Bush? Maybe the safest topic is to ask him how the planning is going for his daughter's wedding.
I would say, George, do you know that your name, Bush, means mouse in French?
Oh.
Yes, George Mouse.
George Mouse.
George Mouse.
Even
Does he
better.
know that? Bush. Fais-moi un baiser sur le bush. George. I would say that.
So in 10 minutes I'm going to see President Bush. So as you can see, this is a very unusual attire. Let me show you. Like, what do I look? Don't make fun of me. So I'm going to the White House. Had an amazing day. I saw all your comments, all your videos. It was a great day. I'm proud of my president. Like StuffMc said, I should be ashamed and so on. And hey, this is just a fantastic moment I'm living. So forget the controversy and so on. But yeah, I felt like our president is going in the right direction and we should be friends with the US. And if Google invests more in France, well, that's good news. So yes, we should be friends with the US. I'm happy with if my president helps that. Now I'm going to see your president, American friends. I'm going now.
Tes jolis yeux, bouche ma bouche, alors je m'imagine que ce sont de papillons bleus.